My name is Ben Evans, and I'm a stand-up comedian from Atlanta, Georgia. And this is my friend Tushar Singh, and he's also a stand-up comedian, and a pretty good one at that.
That was all the black people. Didn't see that coming. I don't know how to pray. How the fuck do you pray?
So this is the Laughing Skull Lounge. It's an open mic, and I think it's sold out. And so you have to be pretty shitty to do bad.
Who would you like me to make this up to? And he was like, no, it's actually for you. It will help you out. And I looked down, I flipped through it, and it's a joke book. Now,
When Tushar got asked to perform at an out-of-town gig he felt was going to be an almost unwinnable situation, I was like too excited to document the entire experience for him. And it turned out to be an incredibly memorable evening for both of us. There were plenty of laughs.
I don't know.
And some really uncomfortable moments.
Do you feel the awkwardness? That is fucking terrible.
Oh, wow.
It's general sadness.
but it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be interesting.
So come with me, Ben Evans, as we follow stand-up comedian Tushar Singh to Birmingham, Alabama.
Let us go on our way. This Tuesday, I got a email or a few messages from India, and I missed the calls, and I got text messages saying, "Hey, do you want to do a show in Birmingham this weekend?" I was like, "Yep, I'm available." And next thing I found out that it is the details of the show are 80 Ismaili. It's like Alabama's community of Ismailis, and it's their organizers who do the events. It's for that community. And I have to do 45 minutes to an hour clean, which I don't have. And I just found out today that I'll have to do 2 segments, 30 minutes and another 15 after that or 30 after that. So it's gonna be one of those standard, it's at a hotel, like Sheraton Inn lobby. And I'm scared because I have to be clean. And not that I can't be clean, but I can't use vulgarity, I can't use crude topics, can't talk about sex. And it's amazing if you look at my material and if I write it down, like, oh, I can't say 90% of this. So now I've been prepping and I have to kind of Indian it up. I found out they know Hindi, so that's nice.
They do?
Hindi, yeah. So I can speak Hindi with them. And I do that with wide, I've messed with that in wide audiences, so I don't know. I'm scared though. I still haven't written my set list out. And so usually, even for like 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, I gotta write, what am I gonna say next? And I have a fucking hour to do, and I haven't even, I have fragments. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll split it out on stage. I got some killer opening Hindi stuff. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna introduce Russell Peters at one point. I'm gonna be like, so I work with this fellow comic of mine. I opened for him a few weeks ago, and he's really good, and we were talking, and I'm like, hey, it'd be cool if you open for me next week. And so he said, yeah, so he's waiting in the lobby. Please give a warm welcome, you may know him, Russell Peters! And then they're gonna go, whoa! They're gonna look, and like, no, he's not here, it's just me. As I'm all you get, it's my budget. I'm probably gonna do what I did with other Indian shows where I just say things that's wildly inappropriate and wrong. Like that one time, it's the worst. India should have a genocide. Oh no! That was on stage.
So there you have it. 80 religious folks in some hotel conference room in Birmingham, Alabama, awaiting 2 separate 30-minute sets of stand-up comedy that involves no crude topics or swearing. Oh yeah, and Tushar hasn't really prepared for this at all either. Need I remind you this video started off with, I don't know how to pray, how the fuck do you pray? I am scared for him. Ugh! But here's the thing. Tushar has done these types of gigs before. He knows how they go, and he knows the people he'll be performing for. He speaks Hindi himself and has plenty of material they could be potentially into. On top of that, he's been a comic for 4+ years, and he knows how to do this. So, really, I have no reason to think it could go poorly. Who knows, he might just kill.
It's Hollywood Bollywood night, which I found out today. And I've had this recurring nightmare as a child that I'm at a wedding, like an Indian wedding, and the whole day has passed, and I'm at the reception, and I'm just a child in this dream, and I'm a chubby child, so I'm just sitting there, and this is based off reality, but I'm sitting there, and this song's playing, the DJ's blaring this song, and it's called Turuk Turuk, and that's the whole song. Also, it's just saying Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk ta ta ra ra Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk tuk ta ra ra Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk tuk ta ra ra Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk tuk ta ra ra. And old ladies and men are coming up to be like, "Come dance, Tushar! Turuk Turuk ta Turuk Turuk ta, come on, dance, come on!" And it ties in with a lot of me not being able to be comfortable enough to be dancing sober, which apparently every Indian does very easily. Cultural hatred, I think.
Now, no road trip is complete without some fast food, right? So we stopped off for some homophobic chicken.
But I will do a lot of a South Indian accent that will very much work because it is not done that much and it is very funny.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to rely on my familiarity with Hindi and India stuff. There's a joke I'm gonna do about loose motions, which is when you go there, you're gonna get diarrhea. It's just gonna happen. And my family gets like excited about it because it's like a milestone, so you can start having real fun. So I get out of the bathroom just terribly sweaty and horrible, and they're like, "Loose motions, oh yeah!" And I'm saying, "Did you get diarrhea?" But like, no one says that here.
After what can only be described as perfect dinner conversation, we finished up our meals and headed back out on the road.
I would like to make fun of Muslim people, but I don't know enough. It's like sad. Like, I'd love to just crush it with that, but I don't know anything about it. So any joke I would do would just be out of pure ignorance, which is not, it's funny, it might be funny, but it's not gonna, make them laugh. Because you can make them laugh if you knew a lot about their own thing and then reference a name or something in their book or whatever. But even that's tricky. So I can't do any of that. But I can't shit on my own religion. And I don't know how that's going to go, but hopefully well. Indians don't like it when I do, like Hindu people, when I do Hindu jokes. They tend to hate it. But we'll see if these people like it.
2+ hours in the car, broken up by some hateful chicken and loose motions, we arrived in Birmingham. We were excited, we were a little anxious and scared, but more than anything, we were just completely unsure as to what to expect.
Let's just check in, fuck it. We got a place. Good, how are you doing? I'm actually performing tonight in the events thing. I was wondering if, I don't know if I have a room. Check, my last name is Singh.
Now, the first time a comedian sees the room they'll be performing in, their reaction to that room determines exactly how they think it's going to go. Does it look like a room fit for comedy? Is there a mic stand? Are there chairs facing the stage? Is there even a stage? Oh shit, there better be a stage. All those anxieties run through a comic's mind prior to seeing the room. Let's let Tushar's reaction indicate how you think he feels about the room.
No. Hello. Hi.
Hey.
I'm Tushar.
Up top.
I'll be doing the comedy tonight,
Okay.
so I was just stopping by to say hi.
Okay. We're getting ready pretty much.
Okay, cool. Let's just be right here, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
You
Hi, I'm Tushar. Hi. I'll be performing comedy tonight. Okay. pretty tight room.
Hmm?
Is this a usual thing every year, or is it?
It's not here, it's necessary. I mean, whenever it's happens, it's twice a year or three
Twice.
times a
Okay,
year.
I see. Cool. All right. Thanks. See you in a bit. This is gonna be so bad. This is not gonna be a winnable situation. I mean, I guess in some way I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, but that doesn't mean anything really. Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my god. Oh no. I'm gonna have to get really drunk, I think. That's the next move. You know, like in the old movies where... Hello, is this Anna? Okay, cool. I'll be there in a few minutes. Okay, bye. Man. I'm not looking forward to this. Last week, I was like, I had a few good shows. I was up in New York. I was like, this is, man, I could do this. And then I come and see a room like that. I was like, I cannot do this. Because any good comic could just be like, it don't matter. Hand me the mic. They're not going to go through all these like, well, they might, but I want to be good, you know? I want to fucking be entertaining. And in a room like that, it's almost like, unless I don't know, man. That's rough. That's a rough looking room. I might have to, like, the worst case scenario, they won't laugh, but worst case scenario is I don't, like, I feel like that would be perfect since I'll have their attention and it's so small. I'm not gonna get roaring laughter, I don't think, for some reason. I just don't think, because they're gonna be sober. It's a weird, awkward room. Hey, I'm Tushar. Hey, my name's Tushar. I'm doing comedy tonight. $500. Like, how can I complain about this? I should be like, Now, pre-show ritual is going to be finishing the set list based on information I've gathered since I've got here, which is the room is not going to be 80 people. It's going to be 36, apparently. Cry and or masturbate.
What did you say the last name was?
Sing, S-I-N-G-H.
Okay, well, whenever he gets here, if y'all figure it out.
Okay.
And if y'all need to change it, y'all just come back down here and we'll do that.
Alright. It's weird being walking around and getting filmed. I am scared. I'm pretty scared. But it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be interesting at the least. It's just scary. Where are we gonna spend the night? Not. Alright. So I think it's set list time. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Arranged marriage is crazy. It's crazy, right? Huh, guys? Better than dating. Last 4 girls I've dated have had scoliosis, right, Uncle? Oh, it's gonna be so bad! So bad. You need punchlines, Tushar. Punchlines!
Completely unsure as to what I was about to witness, Tushar became increasingly calm as he went over his notes one last time before the show, putting together every last-minute bit of material, thought, and funny he could possibly conjure given the circumstances. But there was no more waiting or angst. It was showtime.
We'll cut through here. Let's walk around, be adults about this. I just walk around like the top alpha. I don't know, I'm gonna bomb. Bomb at a Muslim show. Ha 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 ha.
call me, and he didn't tell me all this.
It's gonna be intimate. I'm Tushar. Nizar. Nice to meet you. You checked into the hotel just now under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Wonderful. You got the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so
Fantastic. Come.
Hi, I'm Tushar. Salim. Kareem. Zahir. Nice to meet you. Hello. This looks nice.
Yeah, I think we should put it in the bowl.
We're gonna keep that there, right? I'm gonna use it.
Yes,
Jump in.
jump it on. You make people go up and down. Yeah.
Somebody came.
Okay, well, I'll be around.
Okay. If you
Start
need
around
anything,
9,
just let
9:15, 9:30. Probably a little late as these things go. Or no?
No, not that
Not this.
late. By 9 we're gonna.
Okay. I'll be around. I feel like I should just sing. Just Tushar sing it up. Like, I know probably 5 Hindi movie songs that are funny to me. So like, in the spirit of Hollywood, Bollywood, just start, and then, because the hardest thing about this is going to be allowing them to laugh, or letting them know, like, you know what I'm saying? And then if I get them to laugh, then they might actually laugh at my real material. Front load bullshit. I don't know.
With Tushar still contemplating his set, I decided to go meet some of our audience members and find out if they even liked comedy.
Have you ever watched stand-up comedy? You watch stand-up comedy?
Not that much.
Who would you say your favorite comedian is?
I don't watch that much.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I watch it in my language though.
Yeah, in Hindi.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe he wasn't the best person to ask. But what about fellow videographer guy? I mean, he at least looks funny.
Who are some of your favorite comics?
I start with Jimmy Kimmel. Later on, I forget his name. He's a neat guy too, Australian.
Craig Ferguson?
Craig Ferguson.
Yeah, you like him too.
Yeah.
So that's like more of a late night style though.
Yeah, it's late night. Oh, yeah, I don't watch any before that. I don't get time.
Okay, well, he misunderstood the question, but I mean, at least he's a fan of comedy, right?
You like Russell Peters?
I wouldn't know a lot of names on that.
Scratch the Russell Peters opener, Tushar. Scratch it!
A lot of women are getting better.
Yeah. You say a lot of women?
Are getting better at that.
Okay, a fan of comedy and a progressive. Things are starting to look up.
So what's gonna happen now is they're gonna have 2 speeches, and then they're gonna be dismissed for food, as she said. And then once they settle down, 15 minutes and 20 minutes into the food, then I'll come up. Well, it's hard to laugh. Not that they're gonna laugh necessarily, but I want to go listen. Actually, it just started, but yeah, I don't like going up while people are eating food. Well, it's just because, yeah. There's a conflict of interest there. Air coming out of your mouth. I'm gonna watch it.
As you know, the theme tonight is Bollywood, Hollywood, right? And I know Jennifer is actually donning Deepika. और आहिस्ता आहिस्ता हमको सबके कैरेक्टर पता चलेंगे तो जरा जैसे जैसे वक्त गुजरता जाएगा we'll see more people coming out.
Scared, dude.
Really?
30 minutes, man.
It's probably about 9 minutes away.
About 9 minutes away. I changed my opener up. We'll talk about the food. Like first thing you do when you walk out of this door, they're gonna critique the food. Aloo acha tha, naan bahut hi acha tha.
Really?
We're gonna laugh. I almost incentivized to do it in Hindi.
Last thoughts?
I need a napkin for when I sweat. I'm gonna need to get that napkin. That's the next thing I'm doing when I stand up from here. Put that napkin in the back pocket, and then let the chips fall where they may.
we will proceed with the program. So I would like to again request everyone to please take your dinner and have a seat. And I hope you're enjoying the dinner. Isn't it great? Yeah? The weekend has just begun. Picture tabhi baki hai. We have entertainer here all the way from Atlanta who will try to increase the quantity of our blood cells tonight. So let's give him a big round of applause. We have Mr. Tushar from Atlanta who will entertain us.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for having me.
What do I do? What do I do with the sadness? I got fucking heckled so bad from old Indian men.
The second one is not working too. The what? Oh, Uncle, thank you so much for pointing that out. Okay, we have a smart one on our hands. That's the guy who gives you a little trouble. The funny thing about him is he'll like if the joke is bad, which a lot of them have been, I understand. He'll start talking and he'll be like, "Yeah, idiot," and then when it's good, he'll be like no audio response.
When you be done, we start laughing. True.
Hecklers.
Yeah, you are.
And I did exactly what I said I wouldn't want to do, which is get mad at him and be like, "Well, that joke didn't work." I probably did that 18 times because I didn't know what else to say.
Sometimes opening jokes don't work, so that happens. Thank you so much. Aunties get fat after they have kids and they walk around in saris, right? Sorry, okay. Cross the line, I'm sorry. And cut to 6 months later, I'm in the handicap stall playing iPhone games while getting the hours billable. Okay, that's cool. More of those are happening. They get very excited for me that my loose motions have happened, and that happens.
I only had their attention for like 2 minutes. Everyone in the room, I only had all their attention for like 2 minutes.
Married within... Because I'm Raj, but we're a cast, and our convention is all about that.
I couldn't complete a thought because there's even when the thing was going, someone would say something like a question, and they're 6 feet away from me.
Deaf?
That's the phrase, falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, what was your phrase?
I don't know what I said. That's what I said, right? I'm falling on talking ears. Okay.
Just trying to help you.
Thank you so much.
About the group of people.
When they left.
You're very intimidating. It's like being at an interview right now. Just like, okay, do I have the job? Probably not. Okay. Well, Alabama's departing home. Thank you so much.
They got bored.
Really? You do not think I noticed that? Maybe that's what I'm good at. I'm just, one by one, you guys are going to get bored and then go home. That's going to be awesome.
Sorry.
All right, we're going to... No, that's fine. Thank you for coming.
Like, it was slowly like, they're like... And then when the joke would bomb and it was awkward, they would be like...
How...
Like, holy shit.
So what did
it felt like an interview.
All right, well, now that they're gone, we can talk about them. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. They were all very intimidating. And I don't think they broke a smile.
I tried to go too Indian, like casual talking in and out of Hindi, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have just stuck to my material, and then as Hindi came to me, just say it. I tried to force it in there, and I felt it, like just...
You guys, have you started talking about the food yet? The first thing you're going to do when you leave this place is, Naan acha tha, magar chawal thoda sa dry tha. That's what always happens when you leave a party, right? Okay. Sometimes these things work.
I couldn't cuss. I didn't do any dirty material. That was hard.
He keeps on asking. He's the weirdest guy. He keeps on asking for things, and there's children in here, so I can't talk about that right now.
when the table that is paying you is heckling you, and they're heckling with that information, like we're paying you, it's just what do you do with that? I wanted to get angry, but I can't get angry to them.
And then in the 3rd grade, we moved down to Alabama, and I was right on track. I became... What's that?
Who pay you to live in Alabama?
I went to... Yeah, you should just go internal next time. I'll share my fee with you. The nicest lady in the world is being like, hey, you want to do some jokes now? Very nice of you. Very nice of you.
If you need the check.
If I need the check. Well, wow.
The biggest laugh is when I call that guy Gabbar Singh, the villain in the Indian movie. Hands down, was the biggest laugh.
This is not going to go well because commentary from this table over here. They're going one by one saying, you're an idiot. You shouldn't be doing this. I'm funnier than you. That's what you're thinking. Uncle, you look like a Hindi movie villain, if we're going to stick on that. You look like Gabbar Singh's uncle. Tumhe teen kanal lagan dena padega. You're that guy, the guy who talks to the white people.
Which way is the restroom?
I wouldn't... Gabbar Singh!
Sorry, huh? I'm joking, man.
No,
I don't want to fit.
That was a difficult. It helped. I think.
I'm sorry, I was just in a joking mood.
No, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Penguin looking. He looks like Indian Danny DeVito. It's the most judgmental art form where they're just like the laughter's so involuntary that every other space is just like, that joke didn't work, and then one joke not working just has a trickling effect.
If you like Slumdog Millionaire, you will love Slumdog Billionaire. It's 1,000 times better. And that's a math joke, and she didn't get it. And neither did you guys. Wow.
The cool thing was the young kids in the room were totally like, they were just listening and they got it, and but everyone else was just kind of in their own head.
Any joke I say, only 2 girls in this table laugh. This table's just chatting it up and like, this guy's not funny. Okay, that's interesting.
Comedy, I don't know why, I don't know what the fuck this is. The big payday, and I think I have to go back up there, and I have fucking zero idea what I'm gonna say. Oh, man.
Oh man. So much worse than I could have ever imagined. With the sketches on now though, I mean, maybe they're doing just as bad?
Hey! Hey, मुझे लड़की मत बुलाओ। तो क्या?
They're killing. That's the problem. That's like stand-up going up, and then a shitty improv troupe killing it afterwards. Like,
राहुल अंजलि राहुल अंजलि तुमसे बिछड़ने के बाद मुझे मर्दों से नफरत हो गई
क्या आदमियों के पीछे रहते हो इसलिए कोई लड़की भाव नहीं देती
I think a big round of applause to all the 3 centers. कि तमाम centers में इतने short जबरदस्त performance थे.
So after the sketches just annihilated the room, possibly due in part to the fact that all the tables and chairs had been completely set up for it, I followed Tushar outside to see how he was feeling about his final performance.
so initially I was supposed to do 30, and then they're gonna do their sketches, and then it would be me come back and do 15 to 30 again. And I went back in there while they're doing sketches and try to make eye contact with that lady every time. I'm just standing there.
So she didn't even say anything?
She didn't even say anything at all. So there is an issue of what if they're like, well, he only did 30. I don't think they're gonna be dicks. I think they're nice about it. If I did well, I'm sure they're like, let's have him back for a few more chuckles. And that didn't happen. You gotta see the worst / best heckler I've ever had. There's this gentleman right here on my cracked iPhone. This fucking guy. He crushed me. Later. I'm apparently his friend. Alright, well, let's go drink. Troubles away. And then live to fight another day. 4 days later, after the worst show ever, I've had a lot of thoughts of, man, I should have done this. I could have done that. It would have been better if I did this. Really just filled with regret.
Do you feel like you deserve the money that you're going to pick up right now?
I deserve the gas money, I think, which is about 46 bucks. But not the $500 that they're gonna give me. I'm picking the check up from the girl in India who got me the gig, her friend who owned a restaurant in the Global Mall, which is not global, it's just Indian stuff. A beautiful entryway. So 80s and cheesy. We have to go to Ashiana, which is a restaurant. It's a lunch special. He seems to be freaked out that you're taping. That's not really my problem. The fish tank. Tushar. Tushar. Last name Singh. Singh. The food court. Number 9. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. The weirdest part is in there when I was talking to the guy, I was like, "There any more gigs for me?" Like, I know it's not gonna be good gigs. It could be good gigs, but most likely it's gonna be like that.
Asking for more gigs? After all that, I mean, how soon have we forgotten the mountain of fear and anxiety that just went into this catastrophe?
I don't know. I'm scared though. I'm scared. Scared, dude. Really?
And what about the folks walking out halfway during the set? Or this a-hole?
When you be done, we start laughing.
And what about how he felt after?
Terrible. It was terrible. What do I do? What do I do with the sadness?
Now, truly rational people would not submit him or herself to something like that again. Why take that sort of punishment? But what do you get with a comic?
You know what's funny about this? I think with this one, I'm literally going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Maybe we should get a shot of that.
It's funny to think about how much stress and anxiety we put on ourselves over things we think are these huge deals. And then even when or if we don't succeed at them, we're fine in the end. In Tushar's case, filling an hour, well, half an hour of comedic time, in the given circumstances was a big deal. We all want to succeed at whatever it is we're attempting to be good at. No one sets out to do something and hopes it's mediocre. But as in any walk of life, the only way to get really good at something is to take chances and work really hard at it. In comedy especially, it's the times that go terribly that will often make you a better comedian. It's hard to learn from a killer set. I mean, what's there to improve? This is why all comics have to have resolve. The first time I ever knew I could be a comedian was after my first time on stage. I'd just done 15 minutes, way too long for a first-timer, while standing on a picnic table with a desk lamp on it. My reception from the crowd was barely smiles, plenty of silence, but after the epic fail, I didn't feel like running away, quitting, or vowing to never broach the stage again. I felt great. Annoyed that I didn't get any laughs, but not deterred. I wanted to make those jokes better and try again until I got it right. So I guess it's kind of like that old joke, where one comic is talking to another comic, and one of the guys is going on and on about how he got booked at a funeral gig. Said it was one of the worst gigs he'd ever done. He was asked to go up and do 20 minutes to an open casket. Everyone was dressed in black, they're crying their eyes out, no one can pay attention, they're talking amongst each other, the organ guy won't stop playing that organ thing. Not only that, there was no food, no hotel, and the gig was 4 hours away and only paid $75. Hardly even enough to get him there and back. The other comic, who's just been listening the whole time, nods at the end of the story and goes, "Hey, who books that gig, by the way?"
Let's hope there's more.